when we started homeschooling, then the main problem we were facing, that kids knew many things, they knew many concepts, but we did not know that, are we sure that they know these things? Are we sure that whatever we say to them, they are listening to us? So these were few things which were going in our mind, and we were like exploring each and everything, that how to make it sure that they are listening to us, they are responding to us, and yeah, and they know these concepts. So we were trying many apps, and then we googled for a communication app, and we found Avaz. At that time, I did not have any knowledge about AAC. What is AAC? What is, how it works, and how to start with it. It just happened. So what we did a trial. We installed a trial version, and both of us started with the kids. So we did not know, okay, we how to use it. We have to do requesting, or how to present it to the kids. So we started labeling. We started with labeling. As there were no other help available, and we were just exploring. So we started with labeling, and we came to know that there are many vocabulary words, many things, many functional vocabulary that our kids knew, and we were thinking that they did not know at all. So that was a motivating thing for us. We started this, and um, then I told my friend that let's use this Avaz for demanding something, requesting. So what we did, whenever they needed something, we would offer uh, the Avaz device, and then we modeled and we prompted them to respond on that. And the results were like amazing. They were really happy to use it. Especially with Ramit, we saw very amazing results. And then I was little hesitant in the beginning, because my son was already speaking words. He was speaking words. He could speak almost all of the nouns, and sometimes he could in some words he could use jump, sit. So some verbs were also there. So I told my friend that maybe I should not use it, because it might stop him from speaking. So it might be a hindrance to his natural speech. Like all other parents, we also had this thing in mind, that if we will use Avaz, then what about the natural speech? So she told me it's okay. Let's try for few days, and if we see a degradation in the natural speech, if we see any resistance in speaking the words, then we will stop. And we kept on doing. We kept on using Avaz, and I did not buy at that time. It was my friend who bought it, and she used to carry the iPad with her, and I was little hesitant that I will not use it, so I did not buy it. I did only the trial version. And whenever she used to come, then my son Saksham, he used to check her bag, and he liked it so much. He liked Abbas so much. As soon as she entered our house, he will open her bag, he will take iPad out, and he will start using the Abbas. And in few days, we noticed that his vocabulary has increased to an extent which was not earlier. So he was taking interest in this thing. He was taking interest in Avas. So I also got little motivated that yeah, I should also use. Maybe it will enhance his speech. At that time, I was not sure. I was not even 10% sure that okay, if I will use it, then it may enhance my son's vocabulary. But I trusted my friend, and we kept on doing. So first thing we did was today, the day today. So in that we will use do the calendar thing. What are you wearing? What did you eat? How is the weather today? Something like that. We customized Awaz for both the kids, and we kept doing it every day consistently, because our homeschooling was done 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and Saturdays we did the calendar, and after that we used to go out and go take kids outdoors. So calendar thing was happening 6 days a week. So we kept on doing it, and the kids mastered this. That if we ask them how's the weather today, what are you wearing, what color are you wearing, what is this, what is the color of this, and then we started with adding more things. But it was only questioning, answering, and then we slowly, gradually, we thought that maybe now it is the time to use this as a communication tool, and give them to demand and to discuss and to make the choices. So whenever we wanted to give them something to eat, then we will make the choices. You want to eat this or you want to eat this? So we started choice making, then discrimination of the in the things, like one activity we did, like they did not like at all, and one activity they did like a lot, and then we would offer them and ask them ki, which one you want to do. The kids started taking interest in those. And the other thing, when we were using Awaz, was like Ramit was growing up. He was like Saksham. He's 5 years younger. He's 5 years older than Saksham. So when Saksham was 8 years old, he was 13. So he was reaching his puberty. So there were a lot of changes happening in his body. He used to feel sometimes very sad. Sometimes he used to be little out of the world, but he did not know how to express his feelings. So now, how to teach them feelings? That was the thing. Okay, now how will we proceed with the feelings thing? So then we explored again, Googled, and we found zones of behaviors. So there are 4 zones, like green zone, red zone, blue zone, yellow zone. So we introduced them on the paper initially for few days, uh, but the kids were not very confident about using the telling which zone, like if they are happy, if they are sad, if they are angry or frustrated. They did not used to tell properly on the paper. So we again, our savior was Awaz, and what we did, we created all the zones on Awaz. So initially we started with 4 to 5 feelings only, and happy, four feelings, on only 3 feelings: happy, sad, and angry. So we had green, blue, and red zone. So every day now, we were already doing the calendar. So what we added in that, how are you feeling today? So that's how we started with the feelings, and then we started acknowledging our feelings and emotions using Awaz. As soon as we like someday, I might not be feeling good, I might be sick. So we used to model that on Awaz and tell the kids that, oh, I am sick today. So instead of verbally telling them, we used to tell these things on Awaz. Even sometimes what we used to do, me and my friend Niti, we used to talk on our Awaz. So instead of verbal communication in front of kids, we used Awaz. So it was kind of modeling for them. And we did not know anything much about the details about modeling or prompting at that time. Then we started, when kids were progressing and we were seeing the results, then we got also interested, and then I started, and Niti also started to read about Awaz. Then we started using the blogs and information available on the internet, and then we came to know the proper approach to use Awaz. And most of the things unknowingly we were doing, but unknowingly we had achieved those. And then after going through reading about AACs, reading about Avaz, and learning how to do the proper things in a proper structured way. We also started with the same way, and now yeah, my son, he's 12 years old. He can express all his feelings: pain, hunger, thirst, uh, frustrated, angry through Avaz. We can answer questions in sentences through Avaz. And even in academics, I'm using Avaz for him. And we see amazing results in academics while we use Avaz. Um, I, I think that is it about myself and my journey through Avaz. One more thing, yeah, I want to add that it was like 2 years we were using. It was like 2015 we started, and in 2018, first webinar happened in Noida. Uh, Narayanan, he came to Sunrise Learning, and he did a webinar in Sunrise Learning premises. And at that time, I was not with Sunrise Learning. I attended it as an audience because I was using it and I was interested to learn more about Avaz. So I attended it as a parent, as an audience, and then I got a chance to demonstrate in between people that this is a tool which can do wonders with our kids. It can take our kids communication level from bottom to the top. And then I also got to demonstrate how we are doing today, how we are doing feelings and other things in the workshop we had about in Avaz. At that time, I realized that nobody in NCR region, I did not find anybody. I don't know if there are people, I still don't know if there are people who know Avaz, who can help parents with Avaz. So what I thought that in 2-3 years, my son has progressed, Ramit has progressed, we have done amazing communications, but other parents, where did they will find the help? There is nobody in NCR uh, who can tell them how to start, and who can demonstrate and who can tell, yes, we have used it and it will benefit your child. So I contacted Dr. Sonali in Sunrise Learning, and I offered her that we are using Avaz and let's start with Avaz with other students as well. And like always, she said yes, why not? And in August 2018, my journey started with Sunrise as an Avaz facilitator, and the journey is still going on. We have seen a wonderful communication with the students, with my kid, and we are learning. We are, whatever we learn, we share with other parents, and many parents have joined this journey with us in these 2 years. So I'm also thankful to Avaz team and Dr. Sonali for giving me an opportunity to take it from one child to many children. So that is also part of my Avaz journey. So this is about my Avaz journey. Yeah. Now I will take the questions. Anybody has any question or anything, they can send a message.
Vandana, you can start with the questions that we've already shared. I've shared with you.
Yes,
But you want
I
me to
am
read it
going
out?
to
I can do
start
that.
with the question. The
Okay.
first question really I am not very much sure about, so I will pass it to Lalita and the team. That my child has very limited hand function due to quadriplegia and dystonia. How can I teach him to be comfortable with the touch screen techniques? Sorry, as being a parent and mostly with the kids with autism, I'm not sure if I would be able to answer that, so I'm passing it to team of experts. The other question is, I want her to become communicative. And after that, there is like, I want her to become communicative. Uh, so after that, nothing is written. It is only this thing that I want her to become communicative. To become communicative, and Awaaz is a wonderful tool to begin with the communication with the child. It goes in a very structured way. The journey I shared, it was unstructured in the beginning, and later on it got structured. But now, as there are a lot of resources available, a lot of parents are using it. So I would suggest as a parent to you that you should follow the approach how to start with Awaaz. They have a wonderful blog on their website, and you can follow step by step how to start requesting, how to introduce very in the beginning, how to introduce Awaaz to the child, how to teach cause and effect, then from cause and effect, uh, how to shift from cause and effect to choice making and discrimination, and then from words to uh, phrases, and phrases to sentences. So everything is there on the blog. And what I as a parent would suggest that Awaaz, the basic of Awaaz is modeling. Uh, it all will depend, the communication will depend how uh, frequent you are modeling. Modeling means demonstrating. So you have to initiate the communication. It will not the child who will initiate the communication. So communication has to be started from the parent. Parent has to model, parent has to show the child that this is the way we can communicate. Parent has to create the opportunities to communicate. More the opportunities, more the communication. So communicative, for making the child communicative, you have to follow, first is you have to follow the proper structure, how to start, how to begin, how to model, how. And the other thing is, you have to be very consistent, you have to be very patient, you have to be very creative, and you have to create number of opportunities for the child to communicate. I think that answers the question, or you want more? So should I
You can go ahead and
go to
go ahead to the next question. If you
go?
feel you've covered it. If the parent has any questions, they can send it
Yeah,
on the question panel, and you can take that
yeah.
at the end of
So
the session.
next question is, my non-verbal child has understood that he can answer my questions through Awaaz. How to now progress into a two-way communication, that is, he's coming on his own to talk to me, tell me his needs through Awaaz. At present, he answers me when questions. Yeah, it is a good progress you have made. So for the child to make two-way communication, so there are many modes of communication, like there are requesting, then we have commenting, then we have expressions, then we have uh, making choices, like we have answering questions, and then we have asking questions, and then we have conversations about the events. So there are many modes of communication. So you have done one, that is a wonderful thing. So now to make it two-way communication, you need to start with the requesting part. In requesting part, what you have to do, you have to take a favorite thing of your kid and put it in Awaaz. So whenever the child needs that thing, he will come with his device to you, and he will demand that thing from you. So this is a two-way communication. So he is demanding and you are giving it. So it is a two-way communication happening, and this is the start of the two-way communication. So first is requesting. So you have to now you need to teach the child that yes, this thing is can this Awaaz can also be used for communicating whenever you need it. So it is a need based communication. So from here the communication starts, a two-way communication starts. Then again you can, whenever he is dressing himself, there are number of opportunities you can create within a day to communicate, to do a two-way communication. So whenever, like for example, like it is a dressing time and he's getting ready, now you can offer avas and you can ask the child which color t-shirt you want to wear now, what kind of pants you want to wear. Now it is like two-way communication is happening. And then there are at the dinner time you can involve your child in making the food, and you can keep commenting about the things like the dish is delicious, so it is very yummy, I think it needs more salt. Then you have to model it on avas, and then suddenly and gradually you have to first you have to model like for example it is you are preparing some dish together. So all the ingredients and there, so it will not be a question answering thing. So you will not ask anything, you will just say, okay, we are making cake and we need to add flour, we need to add sugar, we need to add, and you will model it in avas. All these things are in avas and you are modeling it. Then you say, I think cake needs, and you have two options, sugar and salt. And then you can offer it to the child, and you can uh, offer it to child, and you can comment that I think cake will need, and there are two choices, sugar and salt. Now initially you can model it sugar, then you can after few days you can prompt it, and after the prompt is done and you know that child is taking interest in these things, you can fade the prompts and make the child uh, point to that thing independently. So there are number of opportunities we can create throughout the day to do the two-way communication. That is one thing, like in day-to-day activities, cooking, bathing, uh, watching TV. You can let's take an example of watching TV. Suddenly you switch off the TV and the child is very much interested in watching the show, and suddenly you switch off the TV, and now you offer avas to the child, and you can ask him, you want me to, and then the child should point to on, and on is there in your avas screen on the TV. So like this you can create number of opportunities. Then another way of doing the two-way conversation is playing games together. Like we play games, um, traditional games like snakes and ladder, we can play those games, and whatever the communication is happening in those games, that has to be done through avas. So for example, we are saying we are playing Simon Says, and I have Simon, and I have the say icon in the avaz, and then there are many commands like clap hands, jump two times, or whatever there are, like three four commands, clap hands, jump, stand up, sit down. Now we can take a turn. So one time, first we'll start with you will model Simon Says, and you will model it on avaz, jump. The child jumps, you can prompt the child to jump, and now you offer avaz to the child, and now now the child, first it will be mod, so you can prompt the child to point to some action, and then you both do the actions again, and so on. We can play many games in avaz, and that can help in two-way communication. uh, so this way we can take the child from question answering, only from questioning answering to the two-way communication mode. This is for the question number third, that is how to progress with two-way communication. So the essence of the answer to this question is create more opportunities to communicate, model, and model. So these are two things. which will help in the two-way communication. Next question is how to use Avaz for comprehension skills building. Comprehension, like I don't know which comprehension you are talking about. Comprehension can be listening comprehension, it can be reading comprehension. So if you are talking about listening comprehension, so that you can create a story in Avaz and you can narrate the story in Avaz, narrate the story through Avaz, and once you are done with narrating the stories, now you can ask the questions through Avaz, and then you will know how the child is responding to your questions. So that is the way we do listening comprehension. So the child is listening, and then the child is listening on Avaz and he's answering on Avaz. Other thing you can do on listening comprehension is that you narrate a story and you ask your child to listen to you, and once you have narrated the story, then you will ask the questions of Avaz. So that is listening comprehension. For reading comprehension, what you have to do, you take a book and the child along with you, the child will read the whatever the lines, like say 3-4 paragraphs, 3-4 lines paragraph is there, 3-4 lines are there, then the child reads the line, and now you don't know if he understood the things he read or not. So what you will do, you will offer Avaz to answer the questions based on the reading we did. So that is the way to enhance the comprehension in the child. So I think, yeah, this is how to use Avaz for comprehension skill building. So this is the way to do with, this is my way of doing comprehension with the kids. So but we do in the school also, and I did it with my I do it with my son also, that whenever he for the story, we narrate the story through Avaz, or once the or we play the story in YouTube, or we narrate the story using the using this narration, and then after the story is done, we create questions on Avaz, and then the questions are with choices. So like, what is the color of dress? What is she wearing? What color she was? What color ball Sonu had? So there was a story like Sonu and Monu, and Sonu had a blue ball and Monu had a red ball. So now we create a question answer for in Avaz, like what is the color of Sonu's ball, what is the color of Monu's ball, and with choices. So choices are given in Avaz, and then you can take the comprehension to the next level. One is also picture comprehension. So when we talked about listening comprehension, we talked reading comprehension, and there is one more, picture comprehension. In picture comprehension, you show a picture to your child, and then everything is already made. So whatever you are, whenever you are doing comprehension, make sure that whatever you are going to ask from your child, that has to be created beforehand. So that has to be in your Avaz before you offer Avaz to answer the question. So like picture, you are showing a picture of a park, so you can make pictures of some things which are there in the picture and some things which are not there in the picture. And now you can ask, let's say ki swing and slide is there, but merry-go-round is not there. So you will show what do you see in this picture, and the child will point to the pictures that what he did see in the picture. Then you can talk about the feelings in the picture, you can talk about the colors, you can talk about the people in the picture, you can talk about the actions going in the picture, and but you have to make it already everything in Avaz before presenting Avaz to the child. So this is about comprehension building. Child follows very basic request on Avaz how to proceed to next level. I think we have already discussed it, that from to move ahead from requesting, what we have to do is we have to create a number of opportunity for the child to communicate. We can do it in day-to-day activities, we can do it in the play, we can do it in study time, we can do it in activity time. So whatever when you want to enhance the speech of the child, when you want to take Awaz to the next level of requesting, so you have to make Awaz available, and you have to offer Awaz uh, for every communication you want to take, you want the child to start with. So if you want to make the choice making, then every time you are doing something like the dressing we already discussed, then if you are doing some activity, then offer Awaz to the child and ask what activity you want to do. Then if you are talking about, if the child is not feeling good, you can offer Awaz and ask the child, how are you feeling. Then you can offer, if child is showing some discomfort, maybe some pain, then you can offer Awaz and you can tell which body part is in pain, tell me. So these are some way of communication which will take the child from requesting to the next level. Next question is, child understand very basic things and ask for those items again and again which he likes. How to proceed to next level from here? This we have discussed. One more thing, one thing I would like to add here is, if the child is coming again and again, because they might take it as a play, they may think that it is a play, but whenever I go to mama with this, she gives me this, like say chips. Whenever I say chips in Awaz, mama gives me chips. So to move from this stage, we have to tell them no also. We can model no, like every time the child is coming to me and he's asking for chips, every 2 minutes I can't give him the chips, so I will model it on a wash. No, first, then again the first thing that you do this, then you get this, that also has to be created on Avaz. So first this, then you get it. So after the child has started requesting and they are is again and again coming to the same request, then you can add this thing, first this, then you get this, first this, then you get this. And there also teach them to say, teach them to accept no, and to teach them, and also teach them to say no. So this is the way we can go from, like if the child is asking the things again and again. Next is, how do we customize it for someone who works very well with pictures? Our kids are very good with pictures. They are visual learners, and they understand things very nicely in pictures. So if the child is he's working well with the pictures, so first thing to customize, uh, I already discussed it, like you have to create a very strong reinforcer, very strong thing he likes in Avaz, and every time he wants that thing, he has to tell that from Avaz. So this is the first step of customization. So first we start with, we have to tell the child that when that what is the use of Avaz. So cause and effect. So every time I am asking chips from mama use through Avaz, she is giving me. So this is the cause, that if cause is that, cause and effect. So so the child will understand that communication can happen through this. Then after the child has understood, he has started communicating the thing he needs from Avaz. Next step of customization will be, we will add a preferred item and a non-preferred item in Avaz. So the child will learn to discriminate the things. So we have moved from one picture to two pictures. Then we can have one preferred item and two unpreferred items. If we are moving from one picture to three pictures, then we can have two preferred items and one unpreferred item, something like this. And so we are moving from three to four. Then we can have a list of preferred items, like at the snacks time we have 8 things available for the child. So we can make customize our Avaz for those 8 eatable things for the snack time, and we can offer the child what you want to eat, and the child will select whatever he requests through Avaz, that will be offered to him. Now, as the child is getting expertise with the words, and now we can introduce some navigation. So to introduce navigation, we will create categories, we'll create folders, and so on, one folder, then two folder. Slowly we can add more folders, and then when words are done, we will take the child to phrases, and now this is the time to introduce the core words. So we can introduce the core words and tell the child to navigate. So this way we can customize Avaz for our child. So customization always starts with one and gradually moves from words, from messages to categories, and from categories to navigation. It happens in that way. Difficult to implement. No, dear, it is not very difficult to implement. Uh, all you need is a structured way, which is beautifully explained in the Avaz blog. And other thing you need is believe in your child and yourself. Then only you will proceed further. And consistency and patience is a must whenever we are trying a new thing with the child. If we do Avaz for one day and we are not doing Avaz for next 15 days, and the child is not responding, then it is not my fault. It is not Avaz or any app or any approach fault, but it is my fault that I did not do it consistently. So if we do it consistently, and if we follow the structured approach that has been mentioned in the blog, it is not very difficult to implement. All you have to do it patiently, consistently, structured way, and you have to believe in yourself and your child. Believe me, it is not very difficult. How to teach comprehension through Avaz, we already discussed this, and how to customize this application for specific child. So I think we have already discussed this thing. So what you have to do, you have to create words for the child first, and then we will create a category for the child, and so on we can proceed. So these all questions I have in my list. Lalita, are there more questions?
Hello, yeah.
Lalita?
Sorry, yes,
Yeah.
a couple of more questions. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I can hear.
Yeah. So one of them is from Sumati Raghu, who says, "How did you make a calendar?"
To make a calendar, Avaz already offers a calendar. There is in advanced, if you will go, you will find time and calendar category is there. What I did, I copied that time and calendar category to my child's folder, and then whatever things I needed for my child, I only showed them to him, and other things like there were many things like yesterday, tomorrow, etc., which we did not need at that time. So just hide them, and then we used to do starting with the calendar. First is show the monthly calendar. On monthly calendar we had on paper, we used to show that in monthly calendar, mark it on the paper, and then we month this month option is there, this month category is there in Avaz. Open that, and then we are what date is today, what day is today, day category is there, then week category is there. So the child, initially we modeled it, and then they learned, and now they do it independently. They will navigate through the like month, week, day, and then they tell about that this is the month, this is the day, and this is the date today, and year also. Year we created, year was not there in the category option, so we created a category year, with the name year, and we added a previous two previous years and two next years with the current year. So this way we taught calendar. I think is it clear?
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah. Next
Um,
question.
okay, so the next question is from Mamta. Sumati, if you have any questions on that, please send it on your question window. I'm going ahead with Mamta's question. The next one: how can we teach discrimination with yes, no, with yes or no in trial version? Like, is this apple yes
You
or no?
you want yes or no, or you want the discrimination between two objects? Like I would explain both. So if you want to make the
Yeah.
if you want to teach the child discrimination between the like what he wants and what he does not want, then we also discussed in the initial conversation that one picture of a most or of a preferred item and one picture of a unpreferred item would be there on Avas, and then we offer Avas and ask the child, what do you want? Now the child will obviously he will point to the preferred item, but by mistake or unwillingly, or maybe he's not looking at, and he does click, he does tap on the unpreferred item. Then we will offer him the unpreferred item and pretend like, okay, you demanded for this thing. Like for example, there is a carrot and I have a chocolate and I have a carrot on my Ava screen, and my child wants chocolate. I offer Avas to my child and I ask my child, what do you want? And he points to carrot. At that time, I will offer carrot. Carrot should be there with me. I will offer carrot to my child. Okay, you requested for carrot and you get a carrot. Now he will resist. He will say, he will resist. He can push you. He can show some way gesture or something that he does not want it. Then you will model, okay, you wanted this, then you have to point this, you will model, and then you will give it to the child. And so and with more trial you will do more trials with preferred and unpreferred items. And when modeling is 3-4 times modeling is done and the child has started grasping the concept, then you will prompt. Next time you will prompt the child. Let's say now we are done with the modeling, and the child is demanding for chocolate, and now um, I will prompt the child to prompt like, and he's mistakenly done the carrot. Then again I will prompt the child. This time I will not do modeling, I will prompt the child. It can be a physical prompt, it can be a gestural prompt, it can be a tapping on that icon. So any type of prompt you can use. I will prompt the child to use the proper uh, picture for the thing he wants, and then independently, then for after 2 days he will wait for some time, like 10 to 15 seconds processing time we will give. Still the child is not doing it independently, then we will prompt. And if the child does it independently, we offer the thing immediately. So this is the way how we can do the discrimination. You can do it with eatables, you can do with activities. So you have to make many opportunities to teach the child discrimination. So snacks time, lunch time, activity time, play time, any opportunity where you think that there is a chance he will choose a preferred item, you can teach the child to discriminate. And for yes and no, the way we teach yes and no in communication, it remains the same. So you can start with the objects. You show the object to the child, and then you ask, is this an apple? And then again you model. First is the steps to do AACR. First you model. So model is like demonstrating what is expected from the child. So we do the uh, desired thing for the child. So I am showing an apple to my child and I am asking the child, what is this? And when I'm modeling, is this an apple? Sorry, we are doing yes or no. So is this an apple? As now I'm modeling, I will go to yes and I'll model it, and I will tell the child that yes, this is apple. Similarly, we will model many things. Is this a pencil? Is this an eraser? Is this a glass? Something like that. We will keep on modeling. Once modeling part is done, then we will next time we open an apple. Is this an apple? Now give a processing time, 10 to 15 seconds processing time depending on your child. Wait for some time. If the child does not initiate pointing to the avast, is not initiating the communication, then you do the prompt. So it can be a gestural, physical prompt, like I said earlier, tapping on that icon. So now it is time for prompting. Again, keep do number of times the same thing with different number of different objects. Yes and no. Okay, and then when the prompting is done and you are giving 10 to 15 processing 15-second processing time, and in few days, 2-3 days, or in few days, the child will start pointing. So he is becoming independent. As the child becomes independent, he has started doing one thing. Now it is time to you to to give more and more opportunities to practice the same. So you can do it with a number of things. Again, for first start, I would suggest go with one thing there, yes, and then we'll go to no. So first, yes, up पूरा कर लीजिए, yes, we will do completely, and then when the child is doing it independently, then again it is the time to model no, and then modeling, prompting, reading the prompt, being independent, giving number of opportunities, add more. This is the way. So when we did yes, so yes is done, add more, now we add no. So yes and no, the yes and no both are done. When yes and no both are done, then we give number of opportunities to answer the same thing, yes and no. It will like depend, the results will depend how frequently you are giving, how many opportunities you are giving to the child, how many times you are giving it to the child, how consistently you are giving it to the child. Like if you will keep on doing the same thing every day, then the child will understand it in a better way, and the concept will be clear in lesser time. So being consistent, being patient, and modeling is the way to teach this
Okay.
skill. So this simulation is done that.
Okay. Thanks
Any
for
more?
that. So Mamta said, I want to do it in trial version. So yes, Mamta, you can do it in the trial version also. If the trial expires, then the voices and the symbols will not work. But until then, you can use the trial version and do it. The option, you're asking the option in the app. Yes, so you can do it in the app. And as I said, you can do it in the trial version. So you can try it out and see. So any other questions? I'm not seeing any other questions on the question panel. So we've come to the end of the webinar, and so if you have any questions, please enter it here and we can quickly take it because it's late. Otherwise we can wind up. And so before we wind up, I would like to mention that as soon as you close the app, you would get a window that will prompt you for a survey. So just whether you found this useful or not. And so if you can just it's just a single question. If you can just answer that, it will help us know whether we can conduct such sessions further again in the future. Okay, so I don't see any other questions. So thank you so much, Vandana, for taking your time to share your experiences with ours. It's been a great, it's every time I talk to you, I think it's a great learning for me too. So thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
So
for
Sanjeev,
the opportunity.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure. It's great because we really wanted our parents to share their experiences more than ours, so that it helps other parents and gives them the confidence. Okay, one more question from Sanjeev
Yeah.
Kumar. Can we customize as per our child's needs? Yes, you can certainly customize it as per your child's needs. That is the essence of Aavas and using it for your child. So Vandana, if you want to add a couple of things, you can.
Yeah, how to customize it for the child is it is in the Aavas blog also. So what you have to do, I already discussed about this. Very first thing is to customize is to add one word, add single word, that single thing, a big strong reinforcer of the child in Aavas. So for that there will be only one reinforcer of the child in Aavas, and everything else will be hidden. It is mentioned in the blog beautifully, so you can start customizing from there.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we've answered all the queries. So parents, thank you so much for taking some time out to attend this. I hope you found it useful. Please do share, take that few seconds to answer the survey at the end of the session. Thanks once again for your time. Thank you so much, Vandana.
Thank
And
you
have a
so
great
much.
week.
Thank you everybody for joining in. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.